Hey guys, I am Josh, KE9ABT, and this is all about ham radio. I've got I think it'll be a cool video for you today. I am going to show you what's in this little kit here and give you some background about why I made this kit. And we're going to do an activation here at Mounds State Park. So stay tuned, and I hope you like the video. All right, guys, this kit right here is something I made. So my wife and I are going to go on vacation here in a few weeks, and we're going to be on a plane. And I'm sure this kit is really too big to do that, but it's what I have. I could take the True SDX, but I just don't enjoy using that radio very much right now. So I need to take it out and give it another chance. I understand, but right now I'm going to take my ICOM 703 as long as it fits in my backpack when I get everything packed up, because I'm probably going to carry it on just because it makes me nervous to check it. So I'm going to show you what's in this kit, and then we will try and activate with it. I just want to make sure that I have everything that I need to do a proper activation. That's the main reason I wanted to come out and try it out, because I would hate to get 90% of this kit to we're going to go to Maine. I'd hate to get 90% of this kit to Maine and then not be able to use it while I'm there. So let's go ahead and get into it, open it up. Obviously the main item is the ICOM 703. Fits great in this bag. I don't remember where I got this bag. If anybody is that interested, I can try and find it on my Amazon purchases. Looks like it is a Mardingo top or Arding top. I don't know. If you really want to know, leave a comment and I'll try and find it on my Amazon purchases. But that is our radio of choice for the activation. That's everything in the main pocket. Then a slightly smaller pocket here, I've got the talent cell battery. This is my biggest question mark. I do have my BioNO, my regular 6 amp hour BioNO in the car, but I'm going to try to use this to activate. I'm going to limit my radio to 5 watts. Even if it's not going well, I'm staying on 5 watts so that I don't burn this thing up. The max output is 3 amps. And I know that's what this will pull when it has 9 volts connected. At 9 volts, 5 watts, it'll pull 3 amps. So I think it'll stay well below that at 12 volts if I'm only doing 5 watts. So talent cell battery, cable, adapter cable for the battery. Here is an infed half-wave. This is the one I normally keep in my True SDX kit. So it has a B and C connector on it. Not a problem. I have an adapter with me, but it has the B and Tech Go wire, which I much prefer over the SpiderBeams because it doesn't have any memory and it doesn't tangle as badly. I've got my normal key, my KK6 USY Chuck Hamradio Adventures. I got this from him at Hambench a couple years ago. Got a little bit of cordage to get this into a tree. Got my key cable, 1/4 inch adapter to an 1/8 inch cable. And then I have my B and C or PL259 to B and C female adapter. That is everything. I think I can activate with this kit right here, which is crazy to think because I usually bring so much more stuff. So I'm going to set you guys up a little different so you can watch me put the antenna up in a tree. We've got to figure out what tree I'm going to use, and then we'll try and get on the air. I did also bring, I'm not going to, well, maybe I will take it on vacation. I do also have my 2-meter HT. If you guys saw my last video calling CQ on 2 meters, I'll give that a shot here at the park, see if I get any activity. If not, that's okay. But at least I can say that I tried. So, all right. Stay tuned for the antenna. Okay, guys, I'm not really sure what you're going to be able to see, but I'm going to get started with the antenna here, and hopefully I can find a suitable tree to put it in. Right now I'm just going to kind of string it out and see how much distance I need. And then hopefully I can just toss it up in one of these trees that are real close by. I didn't bring a whole lot of cordage, so I can't throw it up very high anyway. It'll be probably a invis style activation here, which is fine. Oh, I got this is the counterpoise end of that, so I gotta bring the transformer side back to you. This works out better anyway. I thought I had wrapped it the other way around. I did have a very much failed activation the last time I was at this park, so I'm hopeful for a better one this time, and I think it will be good, and I'm gonna have fun either way. I just love playing radio. Because I have a YouTube channel now, YouTube knows that, and so they feed you content that's different as a quote-unquote content creator. I don't even know if I could really call myself that, but for this conversation, let's just say that I'm a content creator. And I was watching a guy, I can't remember his name now, but he was talking about he does YouTube content creation coaching, and he was like, some people, they just get caught up on, you know, what they're going to be, what's their channel going to be about. And he said he always asks, like, if you were put on the spot and you had to give a 20-minute presentation about some subject, what could you on the fly give a 20-minute presentation about? And then if you can think of something, that's kind of your answer. That's what your YouTube channel could be about. There are some people who just want to try and follow the trend. That's fine. You know, totally get it. Some people don't have a really strong interest in any one thing. Totally fine. My interest is very obviously ham radio. I love this stuff, guys. My wife jokes that it's like all I talk about, because it kind of is. And I just love it. I love the challenge that it brings to me. I really just enjoy, I think it's because there are so many facets of this hobby. It's very difficult for me, for ham radio to get old, because like when I first started, you know, I was doing VHF, UHF, trying to find a good antenna, trying to get repeaters, stuff like that. I went to a POTA event for my ham radio club. I wasn't a part of the club yet, but I went to a POTA event and got on HF for the first time, and man, I was hooked. I love HF radio. Just the idea that I can communicate for thousands of miles with no infrastructure, that's bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. Ooh, just kind of pulling the radio there. Gotta be careful. Okay. I would like to get it kind of up in a tree. Maybe one of these guys would be good. Guys, it is also very warm out here right now. I'm talking super, super hot. So that's not fun. I'm going to move the camera. I don't think you can see me anymore. I'm going to move the antenna that direction, and I'm going to put the bail down on my radio. That's the little metal thing. I don't know if you can see me very well. This thing is called the bail. I'll put that down, and I'll put it inside one of these, one of the slots on the picnic table, so it doesn't move around so much. And I gotta move you guys so you can see. I think I'll be over there. If you see me, then I was right. If you don't see me, I guess I'll cut this part out. So anyway, got into Parks on the Air and HF radio, got my general ticket. Well, I guess I got my general ticket before I really got into Parks on the Air, but Parks on the Air is kind of what inspired me to get that. And then from there, I got into digital modes, WinLink, Tech Prepper type stuff. Really love that channel, Tech Prepper. And it's just like the opportunities are endless in radio. They just go and go and go. And that really helps me to stay interested. All right, what I'm thinking through right now, guys, is I don't have any weights or anything because I'm trying to keep this set up as minimal as possible. So I'm going to do something that's probably kind of silly. And I'm going to use just something in my pockets. It probably should be something that I may have with me. So I probably won't have a pocket knife. But I may have like some keys or something, and I think I do have a key in my pocket. I do. My first job out of college, I worked for a metal recycling company, and they gave us all magnets because, if you didn't know this, ferrous metals are, at least at a metal recycling facility, it's all we really care about. If it's a ferrous metal, it'll stick to a magnet. And ferrous metals have a much lower price per pound than non-ferrous metals, generally speaking. So they gave us all magnets to test metal with. And so I still have mine, and that was like 8 years ago, 7 years ago, maybe. Yeah, it was 2019. So 7 years ago. Let's see. How do I want to do this? I'm just going to kind of throw it up there and see where am I at lengthwise. Guess I need to be more that way. Let's see here. This may not be my best choice, guys. Maybe I will go back that way and try and get into that tree. Yeah, we're gonna move you over again. This is definitely not scripted. You know, it's all real here. Let me check you out. Make sure you're looking the direction I want you to. And we'll even move you up a bit. I think that branch is one I want to aim for. How did that happen? Got a little knot in my line. When I think it was my first video that I had ever recorded for this channel was here at this park. And gosh, guys, it feels like forever ago at this point. But I remember saying in that video that I wanted it to be kind of Thomas K4SWL style. Man, I am not good enough to emulate Thomas K4SWL. So had to figure out my own style, I guess. And I think my style is maybe just being new at this. I guess that's my shtick. It's just being new, which is totally fine. You got to start somewhere. I feel like I take suggestions and criticism well. So that's a win for me. I did have a gentleman reach out and give me some pointers the other day that I really appreciated. And I plan to implement some of those today. So you'll see how well I do. This is always the hard part, guys. Trying to get it up in the tree. Hey! Can you guys tell I'm not an athlete? Because I'm not. Alright, y'all. You're facing in another direction. You were originally facing that way. You're now facing this way. I'm going to try a different tree. I have my mast with me, so I could just use that. Call this a fail for the kit. possibly a win. Could still be a win for the activation. I think that's what we're going to do. I'm going to go get that. Okay, guys, before I continue with this, I did go grab my mast. I got the string and the broken wire out of the tree. So I lost, good 18 inches, maybe more off of that. I think I'll just recut the 40-meter link when I get home, because I've got plenty of wire left. So I'm going to do maybe 30 and 20 meters. So I have a 30 and a 20-meter link on that antenna. So I'm going to, because I'm using the mast, I'm just going to lean it up into a tree. I think I'm going to use one of the branches that I had tried to do earlier and just lean my mast up in that old K8 MRD style and try and get this activation done. I am kind of tuckered out already, so wish me luck. I think you're going to get interfered with that antenna. If I were to pull you out there, I think you're still looking at what I want you to. I might need to put some string on this to get it the proper distance. We'll see. What I'm saying is if there's no trees within this kind of radius of the wire, I may need to add some string to the end of the wire. I think that'll do it, guys. You didn't get to see it, but I will show it to you. There we are. You can see the wire going up, and it's just there in the tree. The mast is coming down right there. And then here we have the setup. I'll get you set down so you can watch me get it started. All right, guys. Hope you can see me okay. Here's my broken 40-meter link. That's okay. I hope that might be 20 meters. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it might be 20 and 17, because that's a lot of wire to be between 40 and 20. I'm not sure. I'm going to turn this off while I put the key in. You guys are looking awful crooked. I don't know if you can see me at all. Turn this a little bit so maybe you can see it. I can see it. Everybody can see it. SWR was super high, so maybe it is 30. Super high there too. Oh, Sooner's on. Hey! I do have a 30-meter link on this. That's great. I should probably write that down or something. Oh well. Oh, I need to turn my power down as well because this battery can only take so much. All right. Deep breath, guys, deep breath. Okay, I need to get the activation set up. And we got to get on the air because this has been, I think I spent like an hour just trying to get the antenna up in the air, and not fun to do that. Okay. Ham 2K. I'm very excited for the new Ham 2K to come out for the Windows desktop and Linux desktop. That'll be game changer. I'm very, very excited for it. All right. Mounds State Park. Good, good. We're going to start out on 30 meters. 10.110 maybe. Here we go. I'm just going to take it slow and try to not send question marks so much and not send so much fluff in my QSOs. Also need to spot myself on POTA. Another thing that Ron suggested was to send my call sign twice when I'm calling CQ, because some people aren't looking at the POTA site, so they don't know, and it might be difficult for them to catch it the first time. So I think that was a great pointer as well. I hear somebody in the noise that came right under me. I'll check this POTA spots as soon as I get logged in here. He was just barely in the noise, but I don't want to get right up on top of anybody. It seems like there's a lot of like static crashing on this. I'm running low on battery on my phone, and especially when the signal's not too good. All right, let's start calling here. I messed that. Uh-huh. Okay. I did. I am sending a little more fluff than I wanted to, but that's okay. Old habits die hard. That was a quick one. Good deal. And I feel like I got 3 right in a row right there. Messed up my own call sign there, but All right, hopefully I got the call sign right. I'll listen back to it, make sure. Cool. That was an Arizona contact. It's at almost 1,500 miles, so that's pretty cool. This activation is already going at least twice as good as my last activation at this park, because last time I only got 2 contacts. So we're in good shape already. All right, got Florida. We're looking good so far, guys. We're now doing 3 times better than the last activation here. I'm gonna just check out the POTA spots real quick, just to see who all has respotted me, if anybody. Or did I even spot myself? It's not looking like it. God, I really don't have good service here. I can't see my other spots. I can see it on the Ham2K app, but it doesn't let me see if it was RBN. It doesn't let me see the RBN spots. I hope this wasn't like right in your way of the screen. Because I moved it so you could see it at least a little bit. Guys, I just stopped and started the video again because I didn't want to. The audio gets messed up if I don't do that. But that was the guy who tried to get us earlier, I think, and I finally got him. It was AA1BA. So glad to get you in the log there. Alright guys, it might be time to go ahead and change bands, so I think I might do that. I'll call QRT or QSY on this one, and I'll take out the link for 20 meters, start calling on 20 meters for a little bit. Turn this off while I do that. And I don't know if you guys will be able to see me. Will you? Yeah, you'll be able to see me, mostly. I'm not going to change anything else except that I'm going to take the link out. So I'm going to put it exactly in the same spot and all of that jazz. All right, see if that works. Yep, good enough for me. Good enough for government work. It's one of my favorite phrases. Okay, go up to 20 meters. SWR is a little bit high, but we'll tune it. Good enough there. Let's check the 20 meter spots. Oh my goodness. I think 64 might be a good spot based on these spots. I heard something. All right, give it a shot. Got a whole bunch of bugs around me. Driving me crazy. That was Thomas. I got him on 30 meters just a few minutes ago. So glad to get you in the log again, Thomas. All right, that was Colorado, so that's pretty good distance. And he did come up, but my volume was so loud. I think he really was a 2.2. There might be something wrong with my S meter because it does not seem very accurate. That was 10. Oh, that's 11 actually. That was Jonathan, KM4CFT. He has a YouTube channel, I think. He at least makes some products, I know for sure. So, man, there are some unhappy kids over there. I don't know if you guys can hear them or not, but they are screaming. That was another Colorado station. I must have like a good signal to them right now. I'm very low to the ground, so I'm kind of surprised by that. But I guess propagation is working in my favor. I've got 12, so I won't be calling for a whole lot longer because I want to get back home to my dog. I work from home, so she's not left alone very often, and so I don't like to leave her alone for a real long time. And I was already at a birthday party today, so map's looking pretty good, guys. I got a couple in Florida, a couple. Looks like I did get one Arizona. I do remember that. Got a couple Colorado. We're looking good. All right, guys. Well, that was a ton of fun, at least after I got the antenna set up. That part was not fun. I was getting very tired and very hot doing that all. But once I got the mast out, it made a huge difference. So all that said, I may need to reconsider my kit for vacation. If this line isn't going to work, I need to figure something else out. I really don't want to take a weight with me. So maybe a smaller diameter cord or a different kind of cordage would help slide over the tree branches better. Or maybe I don't know. Can you take a vertical on a plane? I don't have a vertical, but maybe I could get one before then. I don't know. Again, I just love ham radio. I love activating. I love talking to people on the air. I really love Morse code right now. That's kind of that's my current hyperfixation in the hobby right now is Morse code. I mentioned earlier, that's what I love about ham radio is there's so many hobbies within the hobby, and I get to pick a new one anytime I get bored. So that's fun. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please subscribe and like the video. Leave me a comment if you have any questions or comments. I guess you could leave a comment in the comment section. I really appreciate the feedback that I've gotten from people. I think I have implemented some of it. I do. Back to Ron's suggestion for me. I think I did send a lot less fluff. Let me know how you guys thought that went. There were a couple times when I sent a little bit more. I sent a little bit more than I really needed to, but I think that's fine. As I'm learning and changing habits and just getting better at CW, becoming a real CW op. I've also been encouraged that I should give rag chewing a try. It's not as hard as it sounds, so we'll try that. I probably am not going to record my first rag chew, but we'll see. Maybe you guys will get a treat out of that. Again, let me know what you guys want to see on this channel. I'm pretty open to trying new things out. I'm kind of focused on the doing the hobby with what you have kind of thing. You don't have to go out and buy a 705 to get on the air. This radio is kind of the predecessor of a 705, and it is amazing, which these are kind of going up in price now. I got a really good deal on it, but I do understand that even $325 can be a lot. I really encourage home brewing. I don't know if I've shown you guys this transformer on this antenna, but I home brewed this. kind of not super warm, so that's not bad. This is there's a 1-to-1 choke, ferrite, balun, whatever you call it, in the bottom part here, and then this top part is the transformer for the coax. It turned out really well. It's a little bit longer than my other ones, but it works. I don't know if the choke really does anything or not, but if it does, then I get the benefits. If it doesn't, then I don't think it's hurting anything. As you saw, I just made some pretty good contacts. Got really good signal reports from a lot of folks. So I'm rambling now. I appreciate you guys watching. If you made it this far, wow, you're a real trooper, and I appreciate it. And I hope you guys enjoy. We'll see you in the next video. Yeah, thanks. Bye. Guys, I almost forgot to do my 2-meter CW. I am really not anticipating any calls or any responses, but I would like to give it a shot nonetheless. I'm standing right in the sun, so that was a terrible idea. But let me get the logger pulled up here just in case I get anything. We'll see how it goes. Change my frequency to 144.100. This is kind of awkward to hold all this stuff right here. I'm going to call like 3 or 4 times and then I'll head out. I'll try to power up. If I had spotted, maybe. I still don't think I would have gotten anything, but doesn't matter. I'm down to an S3 noise floor, which is impossible at my house. All right, one more time.